Welcome to Pitch It Good.
Hello.
Hello, Paul. How are you?
I'm very good.
Good. Well, you're very melodic.
I could do the whole podcast in song. I'm very good. How are you?
Oh, God, it's that nightmare again. Oh, why are you singing in my dreams? How? Is you all good? All good, Paul? Good.
Yes, I'm very good.
Okay. Have you watched any films this week?
I have.
Elaborate, if you wouldn't mind.
That's it. Yeah. No, I watched one film. I liked it. Tough tip.
Great review. How many stars? Fuck off.
I watched Oppenheimer.
Oh, Oppenheimer.
Yeah, the big one.
Any good?
It is very good.
Okay.
Right. I think you can't argue it's very good. I do think I might be too stupid for it.
Oh.
Yeah, it goes at, and it's 3 hours long, and it absolutely tears through at a pace. I could barely keep up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a brilliant film, but I feel like you'd need to watch it twice. Well, at least I would need to watch it twice.
God, it's a whole day
to understand it. And I'm not rewatching that. It's too long.
Oh, okay.
But it is brilliant. Yeah.
Great review.
Yeah. It is good if you understand what's going on.
No, I didn't watch any films this week.
Well, I watched two. So.
Yeah, I was contemplating on the way here. I could lie and just say a film that I watched, but no. This is I'm an honourable man.
The Page Master.
Again, let's talk about the Page Master.
Did you do anything else instead?
Yeah, I did. I've been doing that thing where you buy things from Temu and Wish and then turn them over. The counterfeit things.
Yeah.
So I've been making counterfeit energy drinks, selling them.
Okay.
But it's not been going very well because obviously I can't name it something a name that already exists, and no one wants to buy a crate of Blue Ball. So I've got a crate of Blue Balls sitting in the house. And no one wants it. Apart from one guy who did buy a man egg that you laid a couple of weeks ago on the internet, and he bought it. He bought it off me a case of Blue Balls on eBay.
Such a setup.
It made £59. £59.
Blue Balls joke. Very good.
Yeah, there we go.
How would you like to spend it?
Well, of course, with my hard-earned money, I want to invest it in the movie industry, but I can't think of a film to make because
we're tapped out. Yeah,
tapped out a film name. So I've brought in a guest, a very funny guest. She's absolutely hilarious. She's a So You Think You're Funny finalist, and also a finalist in the BBC New Comedy Awards. Welcome to the show, Chantel Nash.
Hey,
how you doing?
Hello. I'm good. I'm really, really good. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming here. Have you watched any films this week, Chantel?
Not this week. Last week I did watch Dune for the first time.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, unless you hated it.
I did. No, I did. I enjoyed it. My friend saw it when it first came out and she warned me and was like, nothing happens.
In the film trailer voice.
Yeah.
In this film, nothing happens.
Nothing happens. You will be disappointed. But no, I watched it and actually I was like, okay, cool. Yeah. Like stuff did happen. Yeah. It's just a kind of a sets the tone for the next one. But I'll be honest with you, I don't get to watch as many films as I would like to because I only get to go to the cinema and see children's films. So the last film I saw in the cinema was Wish.
Wish?
Yeah.
What's that about?
So it's like it's a Disney movie, and basically it marks the 100-year anniversary of Disney.
Nice.
So what they've done, and because I'm a Disney loser, is it seems like what they've done is they've crammed every Disney movie over the last 100 years into one film, but through like Easter eggs and references. So there are loads of like little things for Disney nerds to be like, oh my God, that's that, and oh my God, that's that, and oh my God, that's that. The story is
questionable.
I wish it was a bit better.
Yeah.
It sounds like something that someone would come up with on here, to be honest.
Yeah,
No story just full of nods.
That's it, and it doesn't really really fun thing that some musicals do that just uses the songs to glaze over gaping plot holes.
No, you didn't say it was a musical.
Oh yeah, it's a musical.
Here we
I'm
go.
gonna watch it.
You gotta watch it. Oh yeah, go watch it. It's like it's not on Disney Plus yet, and I don't know why they're being stingy. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
We all pay the fees.
Yeah. Disney, whoever's in charge, the mouse, sort it out.
Yeah,
Get it
come
on.
on,
Get it on.
Mickey.
Yeah.
Cough it up.
Yeah, get it on
Please.
Disney Plus.
Please.
But we're going to make a better film today.
We are.
Yeah, we are.
We're
So
making
you're coming to pitch a movie to
I
us. Are you excited about pitching a movie?
I am. I'm a little bit nervous, I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit nervous.
Oh, no. You'll be fine.
Don't worry about that. The bar is very high.
Yeah. There are 5 people that listen to this thing.
Oh.
So where about... Let's go for a genre first. What genre is your movie?
So my movie is a spy/assassin movie.
Oh.
Yes.
We've not had a spy
I'm
movie
so
yet.
excited immediately.
Yeah, okay, so we've got a spy/assassin movie.
Yes.
And when is this set?
So it's set in the present day. It's
Present day?
Set in the present day, yeah.
Cool, that's
2024, maybe 2023. Just, yeah.
Yeah. It's around now.
Around
Yeah.
now, yes.
Cool. Okay, so it's set around now. In the
Roundabout
present.
now. Fox Soul Brother. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is the second week you've made that joke.
I will do it every week.
If it plays, it plays.
Is that the opening song?
Yeah.
Okay, so we opened with Funk Soul Brother by
Yeah.
it's Fatboy Slim, isn't it? Yeah.
It
Let's
is.
say yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, if it isn't his version, and whereabouts is this set?
So it's set technically all over the world.
Earth.
International.
Everywhere.
Okay.
Everywhere. But so the base of the spy agency, I guess, is in. I'm going to put it in. Now I want to put it in London, but I kind of hate when London is in films.
Yeah, they walk out of their door in like Bethnal Green, and then they're like in Kensington.
Exactly. I find it so distracting. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my god! All I can do is think about how this journey would never happen.
Yeah.
Incorrect.
Have either of you seen, I think it's the latest Transformers movie?
No.
There's a really frustrating bit where they fly from America to the UK and it just cuts them flying over the White Cliffs of Dover. And I'm like, did you go the long way round? It annoys me. It's so angry. I got so angry. I took me out of the film completely.
Yeah, that's
like the scenic route.
that's the fictional bit about the flying robots. Yeah. Oh, the flying robots. They wouldn't have got those.
So they don't have any GPS to it.
No Apple Maps. Oh, Get Ways. That's Get Ways. The good map app. Okay.
Exactly. So maybe it's set in London.
Right,
Yeah,
so maybe it's set in London.
Maybe.
So let's go for realistic London.
A realistic London. Like it's set in London, but okay. So the premise is it's that there is a spy agency, but the headquarters of the spy agency is like underneath a Michelin star restaurant.
Oh,
Fantastic.
So I think it would have to be in like Mayfair, Fritzovia, somewhere like that, to make it plausible for the rest of the movie.
Classy. I like it. What's the name of the restaurant?
Oh, the name of the restaurant is the La Maison Femme.
Oh, La Maison Femme.
La Maison Femme. Yes.
The Lady House.
The lady.
La Maison Femme.
La Maison Femme.
La Maison Femme. So La Maison Femme, and it's in the Mayfair type area. It's a nice place.
It's fancy. It's posh. It's swish.
Yeah. What's on the specials? What's the best?
Slow down. Go take a cold shower.
What's the big dish?
What's the big dish? I think as it's called La Maison Femme, and now I'm hearing it. All I can think of is La Maison Femme Fresh.
That could be the cocktail.
Yeah,
Yeah, good,
the
yeah.
La Femme Fresh.
Glass of creme fraiche.
That's what they have in posh places.
It's true. They use creme fraiche.
Yeah.
All the rage in Sicily.
In a French restaurant. Okay. All right. Okay, right. So we're introduced now. We're in London, and we open up at La Maison Femme.
La Maison Femme.
La Maison Femme, a posh restaurant for spy. And how do we know that there's a spy agency underneath it.
So basically, I think, it opens with a busy kitchen service.
Okay.
So that one of those kind of archetypal scenes where everything's hot, everybody's screaming, chefs, doing chefy shit. Chefs. They're just kind of screaming.
Yes, chef.
Yes, chef. But then everyone's kind of going mad. But then at the pass where they do all the food, there's just one woman just doing they put in a tiny bit of something green on a plate, and it's really intense, and it's like completely quiet. All the noise fades out, and it's just this woman doing this thing. And then she looks at the clock, and then she turns around and she goes into like a deep freezer, pushes like, I don't know, a frozen packet of mince.
It's a classy place. Le mince. Deep freezer, moves the mince,
and then it goes. It's like a lift down into the spy headquarters.
It makes sense because no one else would accidentally touch the mince.
No, no one's accidentally touching the mince in the Maison Femme.
What a sentence!
I'll tell you what, it's a strong early contender for a future title.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Touching the mince in the Maison Femme. If that doesn't get told.
A novel. Okay.
It's your autobiography.
So we're in the lift. We go down into the spy base.
Into the spy base, and in the spy base is it's another kitchen.
Another kitchen.
It's another kitchen, but it's a much more quiet kitchen, and it's full of women in like chef's whites cooking. And they're cooking like beautiful dishes, but there are like weapons on the walls.
Ooh.
And there's like poisons in places.
In the kitchen?
In the kitchen, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There are poisons.
Just want the bastard turmeric.
Arsenic, anthrax, all of it.
It's one of the Ricks.
Garlic powder.
Garlic, turmeric, arsenic.
It's all of it.
Okay, so we got some spicy weapons and poison.
Oh, spicy weapons and poison. And I imagine the poisons are kept in a cupboard, like. Here's my Disney reference coming out. You know, in The Emperor's New Groove. Where Uzma has her like poison room, and it's full of like tiny vials. It's the poisons are kept in a cupboard that looks just like Uzma's like tiny poison vials. That's it.
Okay.
I just wanted to be very clear on the visual. With this audio medium, I want to be very clear on the visual.
Oh yeah, you have to. Yeah, you have to, because all the 5 people that listen
but what do they look like?
Jim usually tries to talk to them directly.
Trying to like telepathy. So we see the poison room. We see lots of women in chef's outfits cooking. We don't know.
Cooking up. We don't know, but they're cooking silently.
Silently. Silent cooking.
Yeah. Oui, chef. Really creepy. That's what it is. Yeah.
Okay, so we've got the cooking, and do we meet a character at this point?
So we've met the head chef of La Maison Femme, and she's kind of the head woman. Has she said anything at this point? I don't think she's said anything. People have just given her knowing looks.
So she's the head chef of La Maison Femme. She's pushed them in. She's gone down in the lift.
Yes.
What's her name?
Her name is. They only call her Broccoli.
Broccoli.
That's her spy name.
Broccoli is a spy name.
You caught yourself off guard there, haven't you?
I just said broccoli. Okay, let me take a think. Is it going to be broccoli?
No,
it's broccoli.
It's broccoli.
That's it. I've committed to it. Oh, God.
It's broccoli. And who plays broccoli? Don't say the taters.
No, this is the maddest thing, because Olivia Colman plays broccoli, and I feel like that doesn't feel on par with Olivia Colman.
Olivia Colman.
It's about as far away as like the naming conventions of James Bond as you can get.
Yeah, 100%.
Usually some sort of lewd pun. We've just gone broccoli.
Everyone's going vegan now. So is MI6. Okay, so we meet Broccoli, the head chef. She's pushed them in. She's gone downstairs into a kitchen full of suspect cooking.
Yeah.
And what happens? What happens next after?
What happens next is she goes to like a big desk, and then she's looking at the files of like what missions they've got coming up. Right.
Is it like a menu?
It's a massive menu, like one of those comically big ones you get in a French menu, but it's like an LED, so it's like a touch screen, but it's a menu. That's perfect. Yes, it's exactly that.
The mission menu. A missioning star, if you will. Okay. Oh, no.
Have a day off.
Yeah. Usually I look far more impressed with myself. Okay, so we've got the mission menu.
Yeah.
And so we've got the mission menu, and what does she find a mission that
she finds a mission, and then she picks up the phone, and she's shaped like a lobster.
Obviously.
Lobster
phone.
phone.
You don't even need to state it. We were all thinking.
Obviously a lobster phone. And she calls. She makes a call, and she calls her best agent, and she's like, I've got a mission. And she's like, and then the voice over the phone says, just tell me the date and location.
Tell me the date and crustacean.
Giving it all that. So who's our agent's name?
So our agent's name is simply known as Agent Lamb.
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 Okay, Lamb. Agent Lamb.
Agent Lamb.
This is phasing up to be a nice dinner.
Yeah,
We've
it's
got
lamb
lamb and
broccoli. We're gonna have potatoes.
Can't wait
it's
to
all
eat the
good.
gravy. Okay, so we've got Agent Lamb. She wants to know the date and the time.
Yeah.
And what's the date and the time? Does she get that or
The date and the time? No, we don't really get that.
No.
It just cuts to Agent Lamb.
Okay.
Wherever she lives. Where does Agent Lamb live? Where is Agent
Probably
Lamb?
Wales.
Or New Zealand.
New Zealand? Yeah,
Or New Zealand.
That's New Zealand Lamb.
This week's episode is sponsored by New Zealand Lamb.
So did you guys ever see that advert for lamb? This is a really off piece.
There you go.
And it was basically like all the heads of religion sat around a table and they're having dinner, and it's like Muhammad's there and Jesus is there and the other ones are there. Like Buddha,
There was a TV advert that depicted the Prophet Muhammad.
Oh no!
I don't think there was.
I think it was there was like a mist.
The Mist of Muhammad.
The Mr. Muhammad.
Yeah, sorry.
And it was the premise of it is they're all trying to decide what to have for dinner.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we could all eat chicken. It's like, chicken's boring. And then like they basically went on for a little bit, and the tagline was like, lamb, the food everyone loves. Google it. It's like the best ever.
Oh, definitely. I'm definitely
It's
looking
so
that up.
good.
I remember once I saw a HP sauce advert, right? And it was really weird. It was like, it started off, there was all like planes flying over. It was like a war scene, like people were like hugging each other and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
and as the dust cleared, it just came up with the logo HP sauce.
No way.
I was like, what the fuck is this?
You remembered it though, didn't you?
I did remember it, yeah.
Memorable. Sorry.
So Agent Lamb, who lives
Agent
in...
she lives in, I think she lives in New York.
She lives in New York.
Who plays Agent Lamb?
Viola Davis.
Nice.
Viola
Yeah.
Davis.
Strong.
And she...
Very strong.
She's in New York.
Strong. She's in New York, yes, but she lives in New York, but she's currently on her way back from a mission that has been in Delhi.
Right.
Okay.
Yes. So the spy agency, I should mention at this point that the spy agency isn't your average spy agency.
Oh, I got that.
Not sure if you could tell.
Nothing has led us to that.
Something different is going on here.
It's not Breaks Brothers, is it?
No. So all of the spies are chefs or cooks.
Okay.
Right. Did you get that?
Yeah.
Did you get that?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I made that clear enough.
They're all chefs.
In La Maison Femme.
La Maison Femme.
The double kitchen. I'm not sure that was.
We're going to disguise this. We're going to disguise this chef spy ring with another kitchen.
To get into the agency, you have to kill a man and bake a perfect souffle.
Exactly. That's exactly it. And basically, all of the spies move around the world, killing people through cooking and poison and
wow.
subterfuge.
Oh.
I can't say the word.
No one can.
Subterfuge.
Subterfuge. Thank you very
Subterfuge.
much. Thank you. What he said.
So
Yeah.
we meet our Agent Lamb in New
Yes.
York. She's just come back from Delhi.
Yeah.
And I was going to say something about lamb not being a deli meat, but let's not go there.
No.
So she's come back from Delhi. She's in New York. How do we know she's in New York?
Well, she gets the call in Delhi, and she's like finishing up
Yeah.
cooking a meal for a family. She's like a domestic. She's taken the role of a domestic cook at this point, like a live-in chef for like a rich family. And then she's finishing up, obviously, making a beautiful omelette for the man of the house. And she sprinkles it with these chives and she presents it to him. And then she takes off her apron as she's walking out. And then in the back, you just see him like choking and thinking Joffrey. Purple face. And then she walks out and then she throws the apron on the lit hob and it goes
like a cartoon. She goes
exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Like this
Blows the whole house up. Another secret mission done.
completed.
Oh God. I love it. I love what an image.
Okay. That's it.
Oh, right. Okay, so she's out. She's ready for her next mission.
Ready for her next mission. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So and how do we find out what the next mission is?
So you find out the next mission. So she goes to her domicile.
A domicile.
Just for Jim's benefit, what's a domicile?
It's just a house. Just a place you live. Okay. That's it.
Yeah, see, Jim, it's easy.
I'm not homeless, by the way. I just want to point that out. I might look it. No.
So she goes back to where she's staying, and then she gets the package that's turned up, kind of from the concierge of the hotel that she's now in. Yeah. She's taken off. I should have also. She was in a disguise. While she was cooking.
Full Mr. Blobby.
Well, maybe not disguised, but she was like dressed like domestic help, so very like dimmer. And now she's wearing like a robe. She's in a hotel. And she's looking very cool.
Like a boxer.
Or a prostitute. I don't know. We don't know either way.
Okay, so she's a boxing prostitute.
In her spare time. That's how she ended up on the Spy Network, because she had all of the skills you require to be
a colourful past.
Exactly. So she's found the package, and the secret mission is baked inside a cake. On bread.
Okay.
On bread.
Okay. So it's baked. So the message is baked inside a cake. Is it like a fortune cookie type deal, where it's like a bit of paper in the middle of the cake?
Yes.
Or is it iced in the middle?
It's just a gun in the cake.
Can I lick the gun?
Jimothy.
Oh, not like that. Oh, it's a family show.
Revolting.
Family show. Okay, right. So there's a message baked. Baked in the cake.
And a vial of poison.
Oh, and a vial of poison.
And a vial of poison baked
it's a
in
good
the
job.
cake. Risky business. She knows not to eat the cake.
Yeah.
But also, if anybody does try to eat the cake, they die. So there's a way that so they'll never know what the secret mission was, because you ate the cake. Viola knows you never eat the cake, no matter how good it looks. Never eat the cake. Never eat the cake.
Someone trying to break into this regime, being like, we know they deliver it through cakes. I think you have to eat them, and somehow you learn the mission. The code must be in the flavour.
It's the flavour profiles. I'm getting turmeric. Where do they grow turmeric? Put it on a map, trying to work it out. Saffron only grown in this particular part of Iran. No.
And then they get there and it's like, oh, actually, no, that was
completely wrong.
Completely wrong, yeah.
Incorrect. It was just on a small piece of paper in the middle of the cake.
So we've got a little fortune cookie piece of paper.
Yeah.
And what does it say on the piece of paper?
And it says, your next mission will take you to Canada.
Cool.
Actually, no, it will take you back to London.
Back to London?
Back to London.
Okay, well, there is a London in Canada.
Is there?
Yeah, did she fly to that one and then realise it was
Maybe, yeah.
Okay. So she goes back. She's got the message that says, "Go back to London."
Go back to London.
Go back to London. So she hops on a plane.
Yeah, she hops on a plane. Sure, she can. She's got 10,000 passports. She can do what she wants. She's Viola Davis. God damn it!
10,000 passports.
10,000 passports.
It's like 10,000 passports. All you need is a knife.
Oh God. I don't like how you feel so comfortable singing for the last couple of episodes.
I'm not sure where that's come from.
I like it. Let it out. Be free.
Yeah, it's not warranted though.
I have to sit here every week and listen to this.
Take it.
It's the
Okay.
piercing romantic eye contact I make with Jim every time I say it.
Yeah,
Right.
it's getting central.
Sorry.
Okay, so right, so she goes back to London with her 10,000 passport.
Yeah.
Which one does she use?
She uses the British one, obviously. 10,000, 6,500.
Oh, so it's a musical. All the airport staff are doing a dance routine and she's going through borders. So.
How do you murder a hit?
Yes.
In custard? I'm gonna stop. I could keep going, but I'll stop.
No, please do.
It is a musical.
No, maybe it could. No, it's not musical. It's not musical.
Just one song. Just one musical
one
production.
musical number.
Yeah, I think more films should have one musical number.
Yeah.
And do you know what? I should have added at this point. And we may come to this at the end. So tell me, do you want to know who the director is of this movie?
Oh, yeah, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this movie is a two-hander, and it is directed by Nora Ephron
Right.
and Quentin Tarantino.
Right. Okay.
Because I want the food and the kitchens in this movie to look fucking spectacular, okay? As only Nora Ephron can, right? And now you're thinking, what is a Nora Ephron kitchen, right?
Yeah.
So-
I wasn't, but I am now.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
So let me educate you, Jim.
Yes, please.
So a Nora Ephron kitchen / Nora Ephron movie. Have you ever seen Julie and Julia?
Yes.
Yes. So that's Nora Ephron. So her kitchen in that is like small kitchen, but it's like beautifully curated, and all the food in it looks
Bang on. Yeah.
bang on.
Yeah.
Delicious. Have you seen It's Complicated with Meryl Streep?
No, I didn't.
I've not
And
seen
Alec
anything.
Baldwin.
This is
Yeah, we totally informed you. Jim's seen about 6 films.
yeah.
And 2 of them are the Page Master.
I feel like I've been set up. He's been doing some like really like highbrow film podcast. And this guy's also fucking shit.
Oh, if highbrow was used at any point when you introduced to this.
You were deceived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have been lied to, madam.
Well, basically, it's a film with Meryl Streep and Alec Baldwin, and they play ex-husband and wife, and then they have an affair together. And basically, she's a chef, and she runs this like beautiful deli kitchen, and she has a beautiful house, and she makes beautiful food, and it's like the kitchen of my dreams. Like I dream about that kitchen, and I want to live in it. So Nora Ephron, so it's like beautifully shot, and the food looks great, but a Quentin Tarantino film because it's violent as hell.
Do we have an executive chef on staff as well to oversee all of the food
We
stuff?
probably should, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Who would our executive chef be? Oh, I think our executive chef would be somebody like, I'm going to say Monica Galetti.
Monica Galetti.
Yeah.
I have no idea who that is.
Yeah,
But again,
Okay. Okay, guys. Really rolling up my sleeves here, putting in a chef. Okay, so a chef is basically...
I think it's quite obvious that I know what a chef is.
So Monica Galetti, she's a judge on like Professional MasterChef. She's got like short hair and she pulls crazy faces. But yeah, it's her because she's really nice, I think. And also not a man. I don't want it to be a man.
Which can be at the Maison Femme. I don't know. This is...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she could have a cameo.
She could be one of the chefs shouting in the background. She could be the sous chef in the background. It's Monica Galetti.
Oh, there we go.
Also
I've written that
executive
down. Monica Galetti, crazy face. Okay,
Yeah,
so...
That's what she wants as an epitaph.
don't we all?
She had a crazy face.
The craziest face I've ever seen.
Oh, and she was also a chef or something.
She kicked some shit.
Okay, so she gets one. So we've got... I'm trying to remember her name. Agent Lamb. Agent Lamb has got her British passport to go to London.
Yes.
And who does she meet in London?
She meets in London, or she heads to La Maison Femme to pick up some equipment. Obviously, she's got to go, gets her gadgets, get her other poisons, get her chef's knives.
Can all of her gadgets be cooking utensils to do with
Yes, that's what I mean.
Yes. What's the deadliest weapon? What's the deadliest gadget weapon she's got?
Oh, a potato ricer. They're also, it's like it can also be a mace.
So like a potato masher that's also a mace.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it's a or potato ricer. So it's like one that has the holes in it. So you put the potato in and you squeeze the holes, and somehow you push a button, and then a mace drops out, and it's a mace.
she's not got pepper spray. She's just got a grinder. Like.
Oh, but it grinds. But it grinds some kind of powdered poison. Yes.
Yeah.
In your face.
Yeah.
She's greater to the face.
It's all cooking utensils. Yes. Those are all her gadgets. Yes, 100p.
She's got so she's got a gadget.
Yeah.
And she's obviously accepted the phone call, the original the mission that was offered to her.
Yes, by Broccoli.
And she's is she going to get updated on the mission, or she know it and going to head out the door?
She knows it. She's going to head out the door. She knows where she's going. She knows how. She's got a plan. Or maybe there's some kind of montage scene where she works out the plan. Maybe while she's making a souffle. Maybe she's like thinking about it, and she's like cooking up. There's a test kitchen section where she's testing out the recipes with the poison and all the different. And she's like, using the gadgets with the
What was
some kind of preparation montage.
She's doing a bit of kung fu,
She's training. She's doing some press ups. She's also lifting a really heavy fork.
Punching saucepans.
That's it. Just using pans, like Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah.
It's basically Kung Fu Panda.
I'm gonna write that Kung Fu Panda kitchen montage.
Yes.
Okay, so she's prepared. She's ready for her mission.
Ready for the mission.
She's ready for the mission.
Yes.
And how does she start the mission?
And then she starts the mission by applying for a job, for Mob Kitchen.
Mob Kitchen.
Yes.
Mob Kitchen.
Now, Mob Kitchen.
Very much the enemies of Spy Kitchen.
Very much the enemies. Yes. So Mob Kitchen is, and I should ask now: Are we allowed to talk about real things on this podcast?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay, fine. So Mob Kitchen is basically an Instagram food content page, and they basically have they make videos of recipes, and they have a cookbook, but all of the chefs on there are like hot young things who are like food content creators called Tom and Jade, and they today I'm just going to make you a really easy beef stroganoff in 15 minutes, and they all talk like that, and I want to kill them all. So,
if you're listening at home and you replayed that bit, shame on you.
We see you.
Yeah.
We see the listening statistics.
So she applies. First of all, she's trying to infiltrate. So basically, her hit is somebody at Mob Kitchen.
Kitchen. Right.
One of the other content creator cooks. And so she applies for a job as an intern.
I'm going to work my way to the top.
Because that's the kind of I imagine hiring system they have at Mob Kitchen.
I bought my own potato masher.
She applies for a job as an intern, or a junior content creator, and then they take her on because she's a middle-aged woman, and like, oh, she's looking for a new lease of life. Let's take pity on her.
Solid hiring practice.
Solid.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly. Look, she's come with her own ricer.
No interview needed.
No, she's got her own kit. So she gets in, and then she plays the long game, and she infiltrates them and works out their recipes.
The long game. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, spend the next 4 years breaking into
the food.
Just cooks everything in a slow cooker.
That's it, basically pasta water. That's it, pasta water on every fucking thing. It drives me mad.
Pasta water is one of the other spies.
She actually is.
Yeah, she's not quite got there.
Yeah.
The boring spy.
She's the comic relief spy.
Well, she's the person. She's the lady in the chair.
Oh yeah,
she's the person. The lady in the chair, pasta water. She's just there keeping it all together.
Yeah,
the starch.
The binder.
The binder.
The binder.
That's it. The corn flour to this whole operation. How many other food recipes can I make?
Binder in the corn flour sounds like a chef's version of Candle in the Wind. I ain't singing it. Oh, for Christ's sake.
Buckle up. I love it.
Okay, so she gets a job as an intern with Mob Kitchen.
Mob Kitchen.
And she's playing the long
She's
game.
playing the long game. She's infiltrating them. She's going to, raves with them and doing
Raves?
Yeah. I don't know, what do young people do? They go to raves, I imagine. They go to like industry parties. I don't know what they do.
I mean, like in computer hacker movies where it's like, like a nightclub where there's all like the hackers and it's all like cool and weird and stuff. It's like that, but with chefs.
Yes, exactly.
Like there's just like they're just like got whisks in the air.
No, I'm imagining it's like Blade, where they have the blood sprinkler, but it's gravy.
Oh, yeah.
What's the name of the nightclub?
Oh, the nightclub is called Chef's Delight.
Chef's Delight.
Delight.
Oh. I imagine it's got those flame things outside.
Yeah. Those flame things.
With a little grill on top.
Yeah, they're just barbecues. It's just a line of barbecues on the way up. And as you walk past, it just flame.
It smells amazing.
It smells great.
Oh. Yeah.
It smells so good in there. It smells like barbecued meat and hope. It's so good.
Oh, God, that's my sort of nightclub.
I bet it's hot in there.
Turn the music down, stick the grills up.
The grill's up. Don't get some meat on the grill.
Yeah. Okay, so we're in Chef's Delight, and she's in the nightclub.
She's in the nightclub, and she's like, tonight's the night. I'm gonna make the hit. She's realised that the person she needs to kill is a man called Thomas Straker.
Thomas Straker.
Thomas Straker, yes. And Thomas Straker is a real person.
Oh.
Okay.
He's another.
Hi, Tom.
Get roasted, Tom.
No, the truth is about Tom Straker. I think it's Straker. I'm not sure. Like, you can fact check after this.
We'll see it on the paperwork later.
on the lawsuit when he's like, fuck this.
In the affidavit,
It'll be written nice and clear. I do like Tom. He has this series on Instagram called All Things Butter.
This sounds like my sort of Instagram
Have you seen this
account.
guy? And basically, he just makes.
Oh yes, it's
butter.
the flavoured butter.
Yeah.
I bought his book.
Oh, Jim.
I'm not a reader, but I've got a book about butter.
Feels on brand.
So we got Tom Straker, the Butterman.
The Butterman. He's the hit because his voice is very annoying.
So this whole spy agency wants to take out this guy because he's got an annoying voice.
Yeah, and actually, I should say at this point, the spy agency only attacks food content creators named Tom.
Oh,
that's a very niche agency.
Actually, well, food content creators, period, but most of them are called Tom.
Yeah.
Tom, Jade, like, this is all the same. You know the flavour.
There's two flavours, Tom and Jade.
Tom and Jade. Not Tom and Jerry, Tom and Jade.
So I just imagine one chasing the other.
With a saucepan.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's it. They only kill food content creators.
Okay, so this is a very, very exclusive agency.
Very exclusive agency.
I mean, as well, quite a big budget if they're worldwide with 10 million.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone really hates it.
Yeah.
You joke, but there are a lot of food content creators.
So fucking
They've got
many.
plenty of business.
Exactly. They got that TikTok cash.
Cash hot.
Cash hot, yeah. So we're in the nightclub and Tom Straker's he's mooching around with his drink.
He's pouring butter on everything. making
tequila flavoured butter or something.
butter cocktails, lathering
shots.
meat on the barbecues, covering himself in butter.
Popping open a bottle of Lurpak.
Exactly.
Just like the little trombone man.
Oh God! Okay,
really good.
Right.
Really
I wasn't
good.
practicing that for 15 years.
For this exact moment, it was so ready to go. You had it there.
That's what the DJ's playing, and then that's the drop. Boom.
That's it.
Okay, so he's taking shots of butter. He's drinking his.
Yeah.
He's butter wine.
Exactly. Butter wine.
Oh,
Buttery Chardonnays.
Oh yeah, butter beer is a Harry Potter drink as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Harry Potter drink butter beer.
Yeah, we don't talk about Harry Potter enough.
Just a little Harry Potter fact there for you, everyone.
Harry Potter facts with Jim and Paul.
Butter beer is a drink drunk in Harry Potter. Potentially the worst Harry Potter fact I've ever heard.
You sounded like you were drunk as well. Right, this butter beers.
Butter beer. It's actually.
I tried to make me over Foster's Samantha. Didn't work. Okay, so we've got all things butter. Tom Straker, he's the man of the club. He's the high flyer.
He's the high flyer. He's the one they flock to.
Okay.
They with his buttery slip.
It's a slippery dance floor.
It's just like someone cutting across the dance floor, absolutely arsey for tits.
It's a health and safety nightmare. Why is there so much butter and open flames?
Again, smells amazing.
Can someone turn off the gravy sprinklers?
I have gravy.
I can't see a goddamn thing.
What is this place? There's a mop. There's a guy mopping it up. It's just a Yorkshire pudding on a stick.
Why is this place?
It's a hot new club in town.
Chef's delight. Okay. All right. So Agent Lamb spots a buttery Tom Straker from across the room.
and she offers to make him a dish.
Oh.
And he's like, so she's like, can I cook for you? And she's like, he's like, who the hell are you?
Because it's a club. Can I make you a dish? What? What?
Excuse you?
I said, can I make you a dish?
Can I cook you something? No, so she also make him a dish. And then he's like, who the hell are you? Because to him, she is just a lowly intern at Mob Kitchen. Yeah. And the Mob Kitchen gang are like, oh, she's the newest intern. She's really, really good. She's working up the ranks. He's like, please, just let me cook for you.
Well, that seems like as good a time as any.
Why not? But I should say, actually, maybe somewhere in the car park of this chef's restaurant is a chef off.
A chef off.
Cookout, yeah.
Yeah, like you got. Think of it like You Got Served, where they have like a dance off in a warehouse.
Yeah.
It's like that, but with cooking.
Yeah, like street food.
Street, yeah. Street cooking, live street cooking.
They're cooking over open flames on the bins.
Yeah, an oil drum is the you've got to and the mission you've got to like make a cooking receptacle out of something that's in the scrap heap. Like it's basically become a scrap heap challenge. Very quickly turned into scrap heap challenge.
Okay. So you've got the host, that bloke who played Crichton.
No, he's there. He's hosted it. Like in any like film where there's like a fight scene, there is always some kind of insane person who's like, now coming up next, like a Fight Club kind of vibe. Yeah, it could be him. Let's make it him just for Vicious and Gigs.
Robert Llewellyn.
Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, right. Yeah.
That's the one name I know.
There.
Okay, so he's there. He's orchestrating the fight.
He's holding court. He's holding court and
food court. Obviously.
Too slow. Oh, it's terrible. He's holding food court, and Viola Davis steps up to the hot plate.
Nice.
Just steps up.
Very good. Very well redeemed.
Yeah. Hot plate. Woo.
Very good.
And then she produces in her coat because she's been wearing a coat this whole time.
Like a neo long black leather coat.
Yeah.
From the morning. Yeah.
She flips it back slow mo.
Yeah.
And inside are one side all of her utensils, and then on the other side a very flat, streamlined fridge.
Oh wow!
Right.
That contains her meats, proteins, and legumes.
Specifically the legumes.
No, it was a hot legume.
It could have been the name of the nightclub.
The hot legume.
The hot legume.
Creature from the hot legume.
Oh, okay. So we've got. So this is Agent Lamb.
Yeah.
She opens her coat to produce utensils and fresh produce.
Yeah.
And what is she gonna cook with it?
She's gonna cook him a steak tartare.
Cooks.
So not using those legumes.
Not using those legumes at all. The legumes are just there for show.
These are my decorative legumes. I had them in the war.
I'm a real chef, you know.
You thought I was an intern.
My commemorative legumes. Just one piece of 10% broccoli.
The fact that there's a spy in this thing is the most normal thing about this entire situation. Okay, so she's going to cook steak tartare.
Yeah, and not cook it at all because you don't cook steak
no.
tartare. She's gonna finely chop some steak and season it and put a raw egg on top. She's not cooking anything on that hot plate.
Quickest meal ever. Ta-da!
Love it.
Brilliant.
Beautiful stuff. Lovely bit of business. So she makes him the steak tartare, and he obviously is presented. He's at this point. Tom is sitting in a throne. Like he's somebody's got him as king of the chefs.
He's like Caesar salad.
Yes.
Okay. So Tom's on a throne.
Wow.
Tom's on the throne. She, like Elizabeth I. Maybe he's now dressed as Elizabeth I. I don't know.
yeah, Elizabeth I. Big
rough.
Yeah, big thing. Yeah.
Oh, but it's made of like wafer.
Little pink wafer.
Does he like lick it? Does he eat it?
It breaks off small pieces because he's a lady. He's not eating his way out of it, just small pieces, little crumbs. And then he sprinkles them down to his minions. Sprinkling off bits of wafer.
This is amazing. This is amazing.
Yeah, this is it.
Okay, so Tom is now on a throne dressed as Queen Elizabeth I, handing out.
Never explained.
Never explained.
Has he got the makeup on?
Yeah, but maybe the makeup is mayonnaise. No, that's the deceptive part.
Don't be ridiculous. It would clearly be powdered sugar.
Oh, of course. Of course it would be. That's it.
Okay, so he's so she presents him with the steak tartare.
He takes a small piece and it's like, this is the best steak tartare I've ever had in my life. Everyone's like, what? Like cheering Viola Davis.
Yeah.
They're like, Mob Kitchen Gang are like, you're hired. And then she's like, yay, go. And then he like eats the rest of the tartare and then they all leave the club. And then the next scene we see is Tom, Butter King, in the shower, washing off all the butter.
Washing off the butter. When they're all leaving, by the way, I imagine like a procession of like ice cream trucks and
That's it.
like kebab vans.
or those weird, what are those Citroen cars that they use for coffee? It's always those weird, that little Citroen.
Oh yeah, the little truck thing.
Citroen trucks.
Yeah.
Just an army of those Citroen trucks leaving.
Ringing the bells.
That's it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So Tom's in the shower.
Tom's in the shower and he's like washing off all of his buttery oils.
This is going to be a long scene.
It's going to be very long. I'm not going to linger on
17,
it.
18 minutes? Yeah, at least. Yeah.
Do you know how hard it is to wash butter off human
Yes,
skin?
I do. It's funny you ask.
Funny that.
You've come to the right place.
I didn't think anyone would ever ask me that. Okay, so Tom's debuttered.
He's debuttering in the shower, and then you can see like a la Psycho, like the water at the bottom of the tray, so like buttery and sort of like chive in it, and then we see blood. Where is the blood? And then it pans up to Tom, and he's like bleeding from the mouth because it's Tarantino, remember? So we're getting it's bloody. Let's remember now, it's getting bloody, and he's like coughing and spluttering. He's trying to get out the shower. He's very slippery because of the butter.
He's trying to turn the blood into butter for a new content.
Blood butter
I can't waste it.
must reach blender. And then he collapses on the floor in like a bloody heap, and he's kind of like clearly dead. And then it pans back to Viola Davis, and she's back on a plane.
Back
On a plane, exactly.
She's back on the plane.
Back on the plane to New York.
Back to New York.
Back to New York.
Not Canada.
Not Canada. No.
It's quite an investment to kill this guy.
I mean, she's played the long game. She's also been in London for 2 years.
That's 2 years salary.
2 years on an intern salary, living in a flat share.
Okay. So she's on the plane and she goes back to New York. Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. She thinks, job done. Agent Broccoli's very happy. Olivia Colman's very, very happy. Or before she goes back, she goes to La Maison Femme to check in with Broccoli, Olivia Colman. And she says, it's done. And Broccoli says, thank you. And then she goes, because we're paying...
Cryptic dialogue, isn't it?
Very cryptic. Also, budgetarily, we've paid for Olivia Colman. We've got to get some screen time.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
We've paid for Olivia Colman. So she checks in, says, I've got to go. She's like, are you ready for another mission? And then Viola Davis says, no, I want to go see my family. And this is the first time she's got a family.
It's been 2 years.
It's been 2 years.
Twist.
I've got to go see my family. So she goes back to New York. But when she gets to New York, you offer something, because I feel like I'm just going to go to the rest of the film.
No.
Do you have a question? Oh, no.
No.
Okay.
No. Go.
Okay. So she goes back to New York. I was like, oh God, there's a question. I've missed something.
Don't ever tag Jim in. Just rule 101 of this podcast.
It's always a page master characters.
So she goes back to New York and she lives in like a high-rise, very swish New York, Manhattan apartment because she's a spy. Like she's been slubbing it in London for 2 years. She's been in Delhi as a home help. She's gone back home and she is Viola Davis in true Viola Davis-ness, like fabulous.
Swanky pad.
She's got a partner. She's got a wife, a husband, wife,
Wow,
partner.
she's got a partner, a husband and
She's
a
got a
wife.
husband and a wife.
She is a sister wife.
Very modern.
She has a husband. She has a child. She has a daughter or a son. I haven't decided. She has a dog. She's got a domestic life. But when she gets home, she finds her swanky Manhattan pad overturned. Overturned. And her family are unconscious, including the dog.
Oh, yeah, obviously, yeah.
Just asleep or actually knocked out.
Actually, not
3 a.m.
Yeah. I came in, you're unconscious. It was 3 a.m.
you were asleep. You were on London time. Jesus, ma'am. No, but they're all like unconscious, like knocked out unconscious. Like she thinks they're dead, close to dead. They're close to being dead. And then on the stove, she sees and on the table and the stove, the remnants of a beef stroganoff.
Oh no!
Her husband and daughter's favorite dish.
Favorite dish.
Easy to lure them in with a beef stroganoff.
So the husband, the wife, and the dog of
And
all.
the dog,
So the dog's got a little one in a bowl.
A little bowl. Yes.
So they come home and they find a beef stroganoff on the table.
We don't know at this point. We
know.
don't know how the beef stroganoff has come to be made, or how they've come to consume the beef stroganoff.
Okay.
All we know is the stroganoff was laced with poison.
Oh, poison stroganoff.
Yes, and just as she realizes that the stroganoff was laced with poison, the police come in. Put your hands on the ground, like hands. And she's like, no,
Hands on the ground.
head down, ass up.
This film took a turn.
The age rating just went ding.
That's it. There we go.
So the police are in. The gig's up.
The gig's up. It's just like, they're my family, and they're like, hands are consume. And she's like, no. And then they take her away because her prints are all over the flat, all over the thing. And she's like, what the hell? The poison is her poison. She would have it.
It says so much about the American justice system. Like, your fingerprints are everywhere. It's my house.
Exactly. They're like, it's you. You've done it. And so she gets taken in because they think she's killed her family, right?
Yeah.
But then, so she makes a desperate call to Broccoli, obviously, because she's like, something has gone horribly wrong.
Oh, wait, who are you going to phone? You got one phone call, Broccoli.
I know.
You're right.
And her number is just, you used to do the buttons with the letters on it, just spell Broccoli.
Like the T9 text speak.
That's the number. That's how she remembers it. Same all over the world. Just 2 7.
Carry on.
Once a month, she accidentally gets prank called by a 5-year-old.
Oh, okay, right. So she phones Broccoli.
She phones Broccoli, and Broccoli says, "I know it wasn't you." He's like, "Yeah, obviously, I was working for you in London, you bitch."
Yeah.
And she's like,
So, I'll tell you what, it's a 10 out of 10 Viola Davis you're doing there.
"Yeah, you bitch." That's what she'd say. And so Broccoli's like, "I can get you out, but don't do anything stupid." And Viola is like, "Of course I won't do anything stupid."
She got a history of doing stupid things?
Well, she's going to go seek revenge. It's a spy assassin
of course,
movie. She's like, "Of course I won't." So Broccoli uses her powers of influence.
John Whisk. What is wrong with me today?
How long have you been sat on that one?
I sound like a 70s comic. Just need a cigar.
Beautiful.
Okay, right. So she's. We don't want her to revenge. She's a professional. We got to, I'll bail you out, but don't do anything silly.
Don't do anything silly. Let us handle it. We'll handle this. And Viola is like, "Respectfully, Broccoli, I don't trust you."
I don't need no sous chef.
I don't need no sous chef. That's exactly what Viola Davis would say.
That second song.
I bake alone.
A lot of people do.
Most, to be honest.
Okay, so she doesn't trust Broccoli.
She doesn't trust Broccoli. Well, she trusts Broccoli, but she's full of rage and vengeance. We're Tarantino now. We're rage and vengeance.
Okay.
This is where Tarantino really comes into play. And so she goes on a hunt to find the people who have poisoned her family. Right. Her family are now in intensive care.
I was going to say, did they survive? Or?
They've survived. They're just all they're in coma. In Stroganoff-induced comas.
I'm not going to wait for them to wake up and tell me what happened. I'm going to go out and do it.
I'm going to go out and do a madness.
Yeah.
Going to go out and do a madness.
We like madness.
So she goes back to the apartment, and she goes through the stroganoff, and she dissects it in a lab.
She's got a lab.
She's got a lab. So she has actually, maybe she doesn't have a lab. Maybe she has an underground network of other culinary assassins.
Right. Okay.
It's just a third restaurant underneath.
And actually it's called Le Maison Garçon.
Oh!
And it's men.
Oh!
And it's a men's chef ring. And she goes there to their lab and has the stroganoff tested. And it turns out the stroganoff features a particular type of butter.
No.
I really enjoyed that.
I really like this. They're like, we found beef in it. Yeah, thanks. I was kind of looking for the poison there.
Anything else?
It's been 2 days.
It's like when they found out Sainsbury's was selling horse in the mill.
Or just a really slow reveal. Beef. Yeah. Dijon mustard. Yes. Mushrooms.
But hang on. Lamb butter.
A type of butter, yes, particular type of butter. And she obviously having spent so much time at Mob Kitchen, observing Thomas Straker, knows that this particular butter is his specialty.
Oh my God.
But Thomas Straker is dead.
Is he? Is he dead?
Well, yeah, he died. Come on, Jim.
Oh no, so maybe he took some anti-poison pills.
Don't be silly.
That's stupid. Whilst the gravy was raining down in this nightclub.
It's actually just really strong Gaviscon.
Okay.
Burping up his Pepto-Bismol.
That's it.
So it's a particular type of butter that is attributed to Tom
Straker.
Straker.
But she's like, Thomas Straker's dead. How has this happened? How did he know? So somehow Thomas Straker worked out that Viola Davis had a hit on him, so he got a hit out on her first, basically.
Oh, wow.
And so she's like, right, I've got to go back to London. So she hops back on the plane.
So hang on a second, because I just want to point something out here.
Yep.
So he knew that she was going to put a hit on him.
Yeah.
But then ordered a hit on her family,
Yep.
but still ate the outside butter on the
Yeah.
front. He's not a clever guy.
Not a clever guy. But maybe the twist is that Thomas Straker probably isn't really dead. And he did drink the Gaviscon
Of life.
antidote.
Yeah.
So he knew that something would happen, and then he coughed up a concerning amount of blood.
Yeah.
It was a rare steak.
Turned it into a lovely jus.
It was like actually it wasn't blood at all. It was just gravy. Surplus red wine juice.
I'll spend my evenings.
So Thomas Straker isn't really dead.
He's not really dead.
But Viola Davis thought she'd killed him. Right?
Oh, wow.
Thought she killed him. So she goes back to London to find Tom Straker. And she manages to track him down.
To his buttery base of operations.
Yes, his buttery biscuit base
base.
of operations. Let's not play around here, boys. Let's not give the people what they want. Give those 5 listeners what they came here for.
What monarch is he dressed as this time?
This time he's dressed as a pope.
A pope?
Nice. Which one?
John Paul II.
Nice, classic
Pope.
Yeah.
Best pope.
Yeah.
Good pope.
Top 3 popes.
Yeah, of course. The best pope. He's dressed as a pope. His shoes are made of strawberry laces. Red strawberry laces.
It's an incredibly important detail.
Very important detail.
So it's where it pans up from the feet.
Yeah, strawberry laces. And he's dressed as a pope. And his buttery, where is his buttery lair?
Is his hat like a walnut whip?
No, his hat. It's just, when you were like in the 90s, your mum would make you sit at the table and she'd make you fold the napkins into a bishop's hat. It's just a giant napkin.
Oh, yeah.
There's like a bishop's hat.
Cutlery popping out the top.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. So he's at his buttery lair. And his buttery lair is in Shoreditch.
Shoreditch.
Nice.
Yep.
Because he's a dickhead.
That's you heard it right, Shoreditch. Get roasted.
Dickhead. It's at the Truman Brewery. That's it. In Shoreditch.
That's the Truman Brewery. Another fine sponsor.
Exactly. Sorry, guys.
No. So
I'm just shooting it down here.
I'm going to go on a strong limb and say they're probably not listening.
You'll never monetize this podcast.
Just the guy standing cleaning the glass in the Truman Brewery, like, fine. Fine. Okay, so we go to his Shoreditch buttery biscuit base.
Buttery biscuit base, full of other food content minions, many Jades, many other Toms, all there. It's much like the what did I call the club?
It was the Chef's Delight.
Much like the Chef's Delight.
Yeah.
But it's in the daytime, so everyone's much more relaxed. Everyone's kind of cooking. There's some light, like maybe some bossa novas playing.
Oh.
It's very much like like a prep kitchen. Everyone's kind of chopping and like the chopping makes a rhythmic tapping. So it's like maybe people are scatting. It's like
It is a musical.
it is. Oh, it's like Tarzan, where they
I wasn't expecting that.
Stay with me. The song with the monkeys where they take the pots and pans and they make it into a song. Which, by the way, that soundtrack is exceptional. If you don't rate the Tarzan soundtrack, we can't be friends. Phil Collins murdered that soundtrack. Absolutely murdered it. It is exceptional. And at this point, I would like to say the soundtrack is scored by Phil Collins.
I thought you were going to say we're only using music from Tarzan.
So we have this a bossa nova Phil Collins
mix mashup.
Yeah. And everyone's chopping and there's some Tarzan-esque music going on.
Exactly.
And what happens next?
This is the final stand, and this is where Tarantino comes
God.
in. When is this going to end? This is the final stand, the last stand, where we get obviously classic Tarantino fight scene at the end, mass blood, Bay of Pigs, kind of like. Mah! So Viola Davis enters. Straker's on the other side of the warehouse.
Nice.
The loft conversion. And then she takes them out one at a time, all of the content creators one at a time. She's using the mace. She's using the pepper grinder filled with poisonous powder. She's using the whisk. She's using all of the knives. Because I should have said at this point, at one point during the film, there will be a flashback montage to her training.
Okay.
At Le Cordon Bleu, but it's Le Cordon Bleu, the chef school in France. But it's like those Russian, in every kind of spy film where the Russian kind of, plant has some kind of insane, Manchurian candidate training where you're kind of, you learn how to kill a man with your one hand, but you also learn how to do high level Russian ballet.
Yeah.
Like it's,
Crack an egg with one hand without.
yeah, that's it.
Is it-
It's like cracking egg with one hand. It's chopping onions blindfolded, then turning around and throwing the knife and stabbing it in the heart.
It's cordon bleu.
Oh, yes! Merry Christmas.
Just out of interest, were you hungry when you were coming up?
I haven't eaten for 17 days.
Absolutely ravenous.
For some of the weirdest food pairings I've ever heard.
Very strange food pairings. So we have the montage of her training, and you know that will be some other kind of Phil Collins madness on the soundtrack there. Something bassy, and then so she's amazing. She's an amazing fighter. She's fighting. She's just taking them out one at a time, slitting throats, putting people's heads in vats of frying hot oil.
But it's all beautifully presented.
It's all beautifully presented. Yeah, it's all beautifully presented. Exactly. Yes.
And every time one kills one, she hits her service.
Yes, chef. She's killing them. She's down.
Just waiters walking around.
I don't understand. Stop calling us. We don't want to be here. So she's taken them all out, and it's just a sea of blood, gravy, icing, and eggs, just everywhere. A mess of bodies, maimed Gen Z bodies.
And one Swedish chef. Just one of them.
Just one.
Just one. And then she gets to Striker. Like, he's there. He's like, okay, it's on. And then they fight it out. And basically, what happens is she snaps his neck.
Ooh.
Like a turkey. Just
Okay.
there will be some kind of back and forth with words and dialogue at this point.
Oh yeah, all of this is
Like
just
immediately.
That was easy.
That was easy.
Put that in your butter dish.
Yeah.
That's it. And then she goes back to New York and
All right.
no. She stops by La Maison Femme.
Yeah.
She stops by La Maison Femme to see broccoli. We're really getting Olivia Colman. I might have Olivia Colman here. And she turns up. She's covered in blood and gravy and other madness.
Feathers, yeah.
Feathers. Strawberry laces. She took the shoes.
So she's like chewing on it.
She's chewing on the lace.
Yeah.
She's chewing on the lace. And
Still in the shoe.
exactly. Nom 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 nom. And Olivia Colman's like, I told you not to do anything stupid, and she's like, I didn't. I did something smart.
Another one of her clever comebacks.
Quippy remarks.
I didn't.
I didn't do nothing. And then
Quite a scene.
It's very James Bond-esque.
oh god. And she's like, get out of here, lamb.
Mr. Bond, do you expect me to talk? No. No.
Actually, no.
No.
I'd right if you didn't.
Oh, do you know, if you're going to ruin it, Sodgers.
Oh goodness. And then she goes back to New York, and she finds an antidote for her family.
Duty free.
It was just a giant Toblerone. That was the antidote, giant Toblerone.
Toblerone was a cure.
And she wakes him up, and
Can she administer it to the family a bit like that Salt Bay, that strange pose he does with the salt?
yeah.
Toblerone.
She sprinkles the Toblerone like, we're awake. What happened? And she's
That's
like,
what happens. That's what happens when you come out of a coma.
what happened?
We're awake.
I am starving. Beef stroganoff.
I think the stroganoff was off. You think?
I think that was stroganoff.
Hey, Merry Christmas.
It's a 2 out of 10.
Good, I loved it.
Okay, so the family are awake.
The family are awake, and then she goes about her life, I guess.
Do you know what? I honestly thought you were going to say, and then she gets another call, and she's back to Maison Femme.
Back to London again.
This film will never end.
Racking up the air miles. No, and that's the end of the film. And she's it's done. It's done.
Chantel, what's the name of this film?
Yeah.
Well, I had written The Matriarchs, but I feel like that's we've taken a journey here. We've gone around.
I do quite like it.
Yeah, should I keep the
I mean, yeah,
matriarchs?
we can call it whatever you
Yeah,
want.
okay.
Matriarchs,
Let's
yeah.
call it the matriarchs.
I still liked pressing the mince at Maison Femme.
Yeah.
Press the mince.
Pressing the mince at Maison Femme.
Press them.
It's strong. It's strong.
Or hot legumes. I
Yeah.
could, yeah.
Hot legumes.
Yeah, hot legumes.
There are lots
No,
of
I
legumes
like
in there.
I like the matriarchs.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good.
Yeah, because it's all women.
It's all women. The women house.
The lady house.
The lady house.
Yeah, that's my movie.
Chantel Nash.
Yeah.
Would you like to hear your film back?
Yes, please. Good luck.
This is fucking bad shit. Okay, so this is a spy / assassin film
Yeah.
set in the present day, 23-24 maybe.
Yeah.
This is directed by Nora Ephron, who makes a good kitchen,
Yeah.
and Quentin Tarantino.
Yes.
It's set on Earth.
Set on Earth.
Set on
Correct.
Earth.
Correct.
And we go to our spy agency, which is disguised as a Michelin star restaurant in
Yeah.
Mayfair called La Maison Femme.
Yes. Lady house.
Lady house.
La Maison Femme, in brackets, the lady house.
for the riffraff. Okay, so so we see our main character, our head chef, who is Broccoli, played by Olivia Colman,
Yeah.
go to a big freezer, press some mince, get in a lift, go down to be met by another kitchen
A second kitchen.
full of silent lady chefs,
Silent lady chefs.
and there is a cupboard full of poison.
Yeah. A la Emperor's New Groove.
Emperor's New Groove-esque vials of poison
Yes.
in the cupboard.
Yeah.
There is a big desk
A big desk. Yes.
full of mission files, a mission menu.
Mission menu.
A mission menu,
Yeah.
and she chooses one and then phones Agent Lamb, who is
Yeah.
currently in Delhi,
Yeah. On a lobster phone. That's very
on a lobster phone.
Do not forget the lobster phone.
This is a very important detail. Very important.
So much the crux of the whole film.
Yeah, at the end.
Lose the emotional.
There was no lobster phone. Not watching. Okay, so as she phones on the lobster phone, she's working in Delhi. She says, "Here's the time and the date." She's like, "Yeah," flies from Delhi
Yeah.
to
She
London.
kills a man before she leaves.
Oh, she
Delhi,
does.
let's
Yeah, she
forget.
does. She goes. Yeah, she kills a man.
Yeah.
And then flies to London.
Yeah.
Where she. Oh no, yeah, because the guy is choking on an omelette,
Yeah.
and then she throws her apron on a lit hob
Yeah.
and explodes the house.
Yes.
Yep.
She's out. No trace. She was
Yeah.
never there.
And there's a cake with a message inside it
Yes.
on some sort of like cookie, fortune cookie type. Yeah.
It's very small.
Very small. So it's just a big cake. It says your next mission is London. So she just flies there with one of her 10,000 British passports.
Yes. Oh no, but they're all British, but she has 10,000 different passports.
Just one British passport.
one British passport, but 10,000 other several Irish passports. I don't know.
What was the song? How many passports?
10,000.
Passport for all you need is a knife.
I love it.
We're in London.
Yeah.
And she's gone to Maison Femme.
Mhm.
She's got her gadgets.
Yeah.
A potato masher.
Yeah. That doubles as a.
Mace.
Yes.
Yep. And then there is a montage. The first of two montages.
Yep.
She's in the kitchen making all, like, testing out all the gadgets.
Yep.
And then she's she then gets a job. She gets a job as an intern
Yep.
at
So it really took a hard left.
at
Yeah.
Mob Kitchen
Yeah.
with Tom and Jade.
Yeah.
She applies and gets it.
Yeah.
And at this point, for some reason, they just all go to a rave
Yeah.
in Chef's Delight, the
Yeah.
nightclub,
The chef's rave.
the Chef's Rave, where there is Tom Straker
Yeah.
buttering up the whole place.
The butter king of Shoreditch.
The butter king of Shoreditch. And he's buttering everything. He's drinking butter, shooting butter. There's
Yeah.
gravy coming down.
Shooting butter.
Like shots.
Oh, shots were just shooting like massive chunks of cold butter. Just like a shooting range.
It is Shoreditch.
It could happen.
I thought you meant injecting it.
We all had levels
Yeah.
of depravity. Okay, so all things, but there's gravy coming from the sprinklers,
Yeah.
and at some point they all head outside
Yeah.
for a street cook-off.
Street cook-off. Hello, you got served.
You got served, and now I've got a lot written down here. So she opens up her coat. On
Yeah.
one side, you got her cooking utensils
Yep.
and some fresh produce,
Yes.
meat,
And
cheese, and legumes, which are never used. At this point, we see the person running the show dressed as Queen Elizabeth I.
Yes.
Tom Straker.
Tom Straker.
With feeding his minions wafers from his... what's that called?
Ruff.
Is it a ruff? Yeah, a ruff.
A ruff made of wafer.
A ruff made of wafer. I couldn't say that very easily. Okay, and at this point, she cooks him steak tartare, and he eats it, and he's like, "This is good."
Yeah.
And then they all disperse.
Yes, they're like, "You got the job, yeah, she can stay," and it's like a celebration. But then they all eventually leave. It's like party time, good times.
In the kebab vans and Citron coffee.
Yes,
yeah.
coffee,
coffee things.
Wagons.
It's wagon-esque.
Yeah, it's like a wagon.
Okay, so at this point we've got. She then she goes back to she goes back to La Maison Femme and says,
"Job done."
Job done, and she's like, "All right then."
Cool.
She drives off to New York.
Yeah.
But no, at this point we see that Tom Straker is in the shower.
Yeah.
And he collapses with blood coming out of his mouth. He's washing off the butter.
I don't know, 17 minutes.
17 minutes in.
17-minute shower scene of
a
man washing off butter and gravy from his body and hair. Picking herbs out of his crevices.
Can we have like a saxophone music of the Master Chef thing?
Yeah, we can.
Yes. Yes.
Bit of a fantasy. Okay, so and then he dies. Well, seemingly dies.
He seemingly dies.
At this point, she goes back to her New York Manhattan apartment for the first time in 2 years.
Yeah.
And finds her husband, child, and dog unconscious.
Yeah.
With some abandoned beef stroganoff.
Abandoned stroganoff.
At this point, the police come in and says, "Put your hands on the floor." Arse in the air.
Head down, ass up. That's what they say. You're going to say it. Head down, ass up.
Head down, ass up. The gig is up.
The objectionable police.
She gets taken down to the station. She uses her one phone call to phone Broccoli.
Of course.
Who says, "Don't do anything stupid.
Yeah.
I'll get you out of here."
Yes.
So she gets out.
Yeah.
And then she takes, so I've got here then, she actually takes the beef stroganoff to the Maison Garçon.
Yeah. In New York.
Before
she goes back to London, she takes it there, which is like I think like Kingsman.
Yeah,
like
the
same kind of vibe. And she goes to that, and then they test the stroganoff.
They test the stroganoff, and they find a particular type of butter that was used.
Yes.
That could only be used by Tom Straker.
Yes.
So she heads back to London.
She travels a lot.
She does travel a lot.
Air miles.
Yeah, air miles, yeah.
She's basically travelling for free at this point, guys. It's paying for itself.
We go back to the nightclub in the daytime where we have some Phil Collins bossa nova versions of the Tarzan soundtrack playing.
Yeah.
Where Tom Straker is this is their base.
Yeah.
Their buttery biscuit base.
Yes.
And this time Tom Straker is dressed as Pope John Paul II.
Yes.
With a napkin head with some cutlery pointing out. Of
course.
At this point, it's time for the Tarantino fight scene ending.
Yes.
There's fighting happening. She's mashing people, macing people.
Yep.
But it's all being beautifully served.
Beautifully served, beautifully shot. This is where the food and the blood come together.
I like it like she arranges like some of that body parts on a plate and then like puts like a little swipe of the blood around.
Yes, exactly. She's quinelling as she's like kick stamping someone in the head. Yeah.
Someone's been watching Food Talk.
All the food. Why do you think we're here? How do you think this has happened?
In the montage, can there be where she grabs someone's hand and then like chops his fingers up really sharp?
Yes! This is what I'm here for. Yes, 100%. She could do that. Yes.
It's like a pipe bag. And then
someone's head.
The Pope.
Or she puts the pipe bag of like icing someone's mouth and goes like it's like an insulation foam and just fills them up.
And the rice it makes a boing.
Just fills it with marshmallow. That's it.
And now we have a flashback to her days in the training session.
Maybe the flashback should have come before the fight scene.
No, I think a flashback in the middle of a fight scene breaks it up quite nicely. Because at this point, we're about near the end of the films. There's a lot of people might need the toilet, so they can go.
How did she get so good?
Yeah, all right, love, there's a montage here. I'll be back in a second.
Bloody air montages.
So she does it. And then at the end, she goes through all this, and then at the end, the only person standing is Tom Straker.
Yeah.
She snaps his neck.
Yeah, like a chicken, because she also was raised on a farm, so she can kill a chicken.
She's got
strong hands.
It's farm to table. It is, isn't it?
Lovely stuff.
Okay, so then, and then she goes like, and it goes back to Maison Femme and says, "I've done it. You did something." She goes, "You did something stupid." She's like, "No, I did it. I did something smart."
Yeah, that's it.
And she's like, "Fine."
Cool, bro.
You win again, lamb.
Lammy.
Agent Lamb, what are we going to do with you?
What do you like?
Damned you good results.
You're a rare breed, lamb. Get it?
I love it. That's great.
So stupid.
She goes back to New York.
Yeah.
Grabs some Toblerone from the duty free, which happens to be the cure for the stroganoff butter poisoning.
The stroganoff-induced coma.
And she wakes the family up.
Yep.
And she goes about her day.
Goes about her life until the next mission.
The film could end with a new cake being delivered.
Yes. And the dog's sniffing the box at the door. And it's like, no!
Don't eat it.
Don't eat it. That's the trick.
Oh, that ends with a freeze frame, like, no! She's a spy.
Some upbeat, like, 80s. Agent Lamb.
Secret Agent Lamb.
Absolutely spectacular. And it's called The Matriarchs.
It's called The Matriarchs, yeah. The name now feels completely devoid of any reference to the film. But do you know what? Yeah, let's call it The Matriarchs. They're all ladies of a certain age. Okay, let's make all of the chefs women over 40.
Women over 40 chefs.
There we go. They're all women over 40.
That's a great title. Women over 40 chefs.
Women over 40 chefs.
Paul, are we going to make this film?
Absolutely.
Of course we're going to make this film. It's absolutely crackers.
We're going to make it in a kitchen.
You've got to cook it up.
Yeah. I'm cooking it up. It's brilliant. And thank you so much for pitching your movie, Chantel. Where can we find you on the social medias?
Oh, you can find me on the Instagram. Chantel Nash Does Funnies.
Yeah.
You can also find me on TikTok. Much easier to find on TikTok because there's nobody else there. It's me and you. Intimate relationship on TikTok. But Chantel Nash Does Funnies again. And yeah, I've got a podcast coming out as well.
What is it? Tell us about it.
So it's going to come out in Easter. I haven't decided the date yet, but it's called Making Friends. And basically I interview women that I want to be friends with because...
nice.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, and it's just about friendship and about how you make friends as an adult, how you break friends, lose friends, and how hard it is to make friends as a grown-ass woman.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
If you said that it was going to be called, like, Making Meals, I would have been like, you're a goddamn genius.
That would be so good.
Yeah. Just drop the mic.
Change your mic.
That's it. But all the episodes I've already recorded. This is a cooking show now.
Yeah.
That's it. All roads have led to this. But yeah, so that's going to come out in Easter. So keep your ears peeled for that.
Oh, excellent. And if anyone, honestly, follow you on Instagram, watch out for dates that you're performing because it's an absolute treat. It's a great funny show. But so thank you very much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Cool. And this was great.
Oh, it's brilliant, yeah. I'm starving.
Yeah, me too. I think we'd go. Let's go.
No, avoid the beef stroganoff.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's everyone. Avoid the stroganoff. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends all that stuff. Thank you. See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.